All right, next up we have Southern Miss joining us here this afternoon is head coach Christian Ostrander, as well as second baseman Nick Monaster and catcher Tucker Stockman. Coach, first, if you'll just talk about just some opening comments, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Yeah, absolutely. First, just want to congratulate Coach Vaughn, Alabama, great year. He's a first-class human being and first-class coaches in the program. So that said, man, it was a dogfight today. I mean, it was kind of a heavyweight fight. It felt like just got to stay in the middle of the ring, round after round. Ball gets out of the park, answer, and just keep it close enough to have a chance. And just really proud of the effort of these guys, and just staying there, competing and fighting it. Tough loss last night, and got to bed pretty late. You have to get up and go, and these guys did that. So it's been a characteristic of them all year, and just proud of their resilience and resolve. And I thought they competed and held them.
All right, open up the questions for Sergeant Munson.
Tucker, I want to know what you thought when Nick lost Carson.
Going into it, I was expecting that because of the situation of broken base. It's a guy who's, I would assume, typically better against righties, so I was prepared for it. It's happened to me a couple times this year as well, and I was just asking God to let me glorify Him.
And then, Coach, I want to know what you thought.
When they walked.
Yeah, when they walked Carson.
Yeah, I thought it was the right call. I mean, it was no doubt that the splits with that arm against righties and lefties is significant. And it was the right call. I would have done the same thing, and so forth. But he handled that moment and handled that pressure. I don't know what the count was, 1-2, something like that, and just really stayed within it, used the middle of the field, which is what you got to do against an arm like that.
Coach, before today, the last two games, the rallies you guys tried to make were not successful. Was there anything that you said to the guys, in the eighth inning or so, saying, hey, guys, let's just follow what we've been doing all year? Is there something at least you can begin to take to that?
Just compete. Just you're right there. It's a close game. One swing of the bat. There was no magic words, nothing like that. These guys, at this point in the season, they know the message. They know what they need to do. Baseball's a game of execution. Sometimes you get it done, sometimes you don't. And but you knew they were going to go up there with focus and determination to try to help this team win any way they can, and ultimately got it done.
Nick, on your second home run, I don't know if you noticed, but you hit the tradition of excellence sign, which first part, did you notice that? And secondly, how much do you feel like that home run really helped carry the rest of the inning?
Nah, I didn't notice it. I kind of put my head down, I was running well. I hope it propelled us. I was just trying to, it wasn't about hitting a homer, I was just trying to get it to the next guy. And Coach Oz actually told me before that bag, go touch a bag, just get on base, and that's all I was trying to do. And lucky enough, I hit a homer, and all my guys are out at behind me.
Coach, could you touch on the bottom of the eighth? There's a lot of thought process there, kind of a chess game, kind of recount how some of that went along from the bunts on.
I mean, yeah, it was get some guys on. The game called for trying to run them over. That was the right move, and they defensively they kind of thwarted that, and got the force out of third. And then kind of set up them, walking to Carson or whatever happened. I can't remember everything right there after that, but then we got them over maybe with Brayden Luke get that ground ball to the right side, and then the intentional walks set up opportunity for a two-out hit just to go ahead. So yeah, I mean it was it was a game of second guesses and all that stuff, and but you got to respect the game too and play it the right way, and it really screamed right there to try to do that. And sometimes it works out in favor, sometimes it doesn't, but ultimately we got the hit.
Coach, you started off your press conference with the word resiliency. I want you to talk about that as well as Tucker, as well as Nick, about the resiliency of the team today.
Well, I mean, the message was keep writing chapters. Chapter 60 was the day, and the story that this group has put together was about staying together. They've been very resilient throughout the year. You don't win 45 games at this level unless you have that component, and they keep fighting. They truly love each other. They truly are a tight knit group, and that's why we're where we're at. So you got to be tough, man, to come through a loser bracket and tournament like this against great opponents. Toughness is key and resiliency is key, and you can't let last night's loss linger over. You can't let a scoreboard dictate anything. You just got to keep playing the game, and that's the beauty of baseball. And it's a hard game to be successful at. And but Nicky and Tucker here, they define that. You know, they're two great examples of guys staying in the moment and doing anything they have to do to help our team win ball games.
I thought of one more thing about the walk to Carson. It occurred to either one of you guys that no matter what happens after that, if you didn't score in that inning, you didn't take the lead, you were going to get at least one more at bat.
I mean, to be honest, no, not in the moment. I think everybody was just in the moment on the rail cheering on Tucker. But I mean, I feel like later on, yeah, probably would have thought about it. But no, to be honest, in the moment, we were just rooting on Tucker, all getting behind him, hoping he got a big knock, and he did. And I mean, what a better spot to do it.
Coach, could you share a little bit about what went on with that conversation with Colby down there, that visit?
Sure. I mean, just calm, reset, and kind of say, hey, you're our dude. You've been here before. Don't make it more than it is. It doesn't have to be the perfect pitch. Trust your stuff, and I told him he's earned this. He's earned this opportunity, and we wanted it for him, but he wanted it for his team. So they were doing a pretty good job of kind of looking for that slider. I felt like, based on some of their previous at bats, and I think that last ground out to third, we slipped 3 fastballs in there, and so you gotta play the game. You gotta kind of see what an approach is and so forth. And Colby has 2+ pitches to where he can do that. If they're going to take one away, then he can do another. And just thankful that he got that fastball in, he got that soft contact ground ball to third.
Tucker, that moment in the eighth, can you describe the emotions? What are you feeling after you lined that ball to right center and giving your team the lead?
Oh my goodness, it's a bunch of emotions that I haven't really experienced very much this year. I've gotten some hits in big moments this year, but my stats, you can see the RBIs. I don't have a ton of RBIs, and so obviously that hasn't happened a ton, but it's just this whirlwind of emotions and just thinking back, going back at it now, you think back and you just want to thank everybody that's helped me get to the place that I am today, and
Coach, Rob Vaughn has called you one of his great friends multiple times. I've seen him before this year. He even said the other day he wished he wasn't playing you until later in the NCAA tournament. Can you speak a little bit more just about the respect you have for him, the relationship between you two and the program he's built?
Absolutely. He is a first-class human being. We got these last 9 months be on a coach's cohort together, twice a month, and where you just get with a lot of your peers and talk about things and iron sharpens iron, type deal. But he's genuine, and I appreciate that greatly because I think sometimes that gets lost at the higher levels or highest levels of some things. But that guy's as real as it gets, and he's doing a fabulous job. I think he's a rock star, and I think mutual respect and everything. So yeah, it was kind of bittersweet competing against one another, and anytime you do that against somebody you have a relationship with and care about, yeah, you want to try to suffocate them and beat them, but at the end of the day, you're gonna give them a hug and tell them great job, and all those good things. So yeah, first class human being.
Tucker, I know you talk about whirlwind of emotions, but you're there one strike away from being put down against a guy who led the nation in saves this year. Just what was your mentality, hanging in there with the count behind you and delivering that hit?
honestly, one of the biggest things I've done this year compared to last year is really bought into more two-strike approach as a team, because it's not just the approach, it's the mentality as well. And he's one of those guys where he throws a lot of strikes, so buying into that two-strike approach mentality really is just staying in there, fouling a pitch off if you got to, barreling it up if you get the opportunity on the mistake, and just keep going, keep competing every pitch, just one pitch at a time.
All right, final question,
I
right?
have two, one for Coach, one for Nate. Coach, you look at JV's on 7 hits, 5 earned. You see that. I guess, what did you see from him? What gave you the confidence that he could continue to go 7 innings with the launch play?
just got to kind of minimize it, just weather the storm and stuff. Again, we don't win that game without that performance. You know, we all would love to have a 1-0 game or whatever, or a shutout, but that's probably not going to happen on a day like today against that offense. So we just had to, you know, stay close, you know, and keep it close. And he certainly did that, and I thought he, you know, kind of tapped himself out there, 89 pitches through 7. I'm not going to abuse him, and I know we had a good guy in the bullpen with Colby has been in that spot before. So I thought JB, you know, certainly, you know, did everything he had to do for us to win that game.
Yeah, Nick, I mean, when you put the ball flying in the air, does that change your approach at all when under advance?
No, I mean, I kind of, no matter what park we're playing in or the wind, I'm honestly just trying to hit a line drive to the second baseman every single time. And, you know, he hung a slider and I got the barrel out in front of it and got it up in the air, thankfully. But, you know, I just try to hit a line drive every time, never trying to hit homers for sure.
Hey, congratulations on advancing to Sunday, Coach Oz, Nick, Tucker. Best of luck tomorrow.